So last week, 2 Gawker employees resigned in protest over the removal of an article that was shaming a gay man. Now, this article was written by Jordan Sargent, and it posted what was alleged to be a text message exchange between a porn star working as a male escort and a man named David Geithner, the chief CFO of Condé Nast and the brother of Timothy Geithner, former Treasury Secretary. So this porn star escort went to Gawker with these text messages after the executive did not use his influence to help sway the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development in a housing discrimination case. So essentially what this was blackmail, or attempted blackmail. Now, for some reason, Gawker considered this to be news. Like, oh my God, yes, we got him. You got anonymous messages from a gay porn star soliciting sex. Yes, got him. But wait a minute. Did you at all realize that this was a form of blackmail? That he was actually trying to get this guy, David Geithner, to use the power of the state to settle his housing dispute? No, let's ignore that angle and let's focus on how gay he is. Oh, okay, interesting. As I said, Gawker thought this was news. The rest of the internet did not. There was a huge backlash where pretty much the entire internet came down on them and said, look, man, this is a piece of third-rate tabloid trash. Why is this news? Who cares? It's one thing to attack an anti-gay politician, right? That takes a wide stance in a bathroom stall, for example. Ted Haggard. It's another to go after somebody with absolutely no power whatsoever. That, I think, is punching down. Now, yes, he is the CEO of, or the CFO of Condé Nast, which is a big corporation. But this guy's not exactly been out in the open. He doesn't hold huge political influence that I know of. So why go after him, right? As I said, he's punching down. This guy wasn't out there making anti-gay statements that I know of, contributing to anti-gay causes. Basically, what he does in his own time is his own business and hasn't done anything negative for the gay community. So as I said, after all the backlash that they've rightly earned, Gawker CEO Nick Denton decided to pull the piece. Now, he had said, the point of the story was not, in my view, sufficient to offset the embarrassment to the subject and his family. Accordingly, I've had the post taken down. It is the first time we have removed a significant news story for any reason other than factual error or legal settlement. Now remember, Gawker is in the middle of a suit with Hulk Hogan, where they released a sex tape of Hulk Hogan. And something related, Hulk Hogan is also in trouble for a racially tinged rant. But once again, it's not really all that much news. Who the fuck cares? So anyway, now unfortunately, to David Geithner, the damage is done. This guy's life essentially ruined. I don't know if he's going to lose his job or what's going to happen. But this guy's life, I mean, he's going to face some ramifications here. From, of course, this porn star trying to blackmail him, and then Gawker's complicity in publishing this trash in order to gain a few lousy clicks. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? A few clicks. That's a good question. Now, I mentioned the people that had resigned, right? Out of some strange defense of their principles, I guess, executive editor Tommy Craggs and editor-in-chief Max Reed resigned from Gawker last week in protest of the removal. Interesting. I think it's pretty amazing how anybody can defend this. But as I said, it's not like the guy had a lot of power, and it's not like anybody cared about him hiring a male escort. We should make it legal. We should make escorts legal and get the fuck out of people's personal lives. Maybe not shame them in public unless, of course, they're proven to be hypocritical on the issue of gay rights. If they're hypocrites, call them out on it. If they're trying to take away rights from a group while secretly being inside that group, well, you deserve to be shamed for that. Just for your stance on it, not because of who you are. That's the difference. But that's the difference Gawker didn't get. As I said, this isn't journalism in the public interest. Now, if you go after somebody, as I said, who has spoken out and lobbied to prevent same-sex marriage, for example, while also having a profile on Grindr, that's in the public interest. But this kind of shit, this isn't. Nothing in the public interest. As I said, this is really a good example of how far the media has fallen into clickbait trap. This is nothing but clickbait and trash journalism. There's no story in here. There's no there. Nothing. And there never was a story. This information doesn't serve anybody. Especially his wife and kids. Now, I feel really bad for his wife and kids, because this guy was being a shitbag and trying to get a male escort. But that's a completely different problem. Just because he's a shitbag in his personal life doesn't mean that we need to know how much of a shitbag he is in the public sphere. We don't need to know. We don't care. It's not our interest. It's not our problem. I feel bad for the wife and kids because now they have this whole drama paraded in front of everyone. I feel terrible for them. And that's why I'm out here shaming Gawker for trying to gay shame someone else. As I said, I don't care if this guy's getting man action on the side. His wife does. I'm sure his kids do. But that's not my problem. That's not my family. Having this kind of drama unfold in the public sphere, it's just it's not conducive. It doesn't do anything for us. And it just further embarrasses them, which are already going through a hard enough time as it is. This information doesn't belong there, and Gawker should definitely be ashamed of themselves.